That's Candace, my wife. She purchased her 04 Kingpin back in June, and I went out to Ohio to get it and brought it back. And she first got it on July 3rd, and we spent a day or two going over all the controls and learning about the bike. And this is the 4th of July, and she's learning how to operate the controls. And by the 5th of July, she was zooming around the parking lot doing figure eights in first gear. We started out really slow and covered the basics over and over and over again. And I have to admit, and I think she would too, that she was pretty nervous about it at the start. But before too long, she was ripping around town. And she picked it up really quick. And I know it scared her. Everybody told her, man, that's a big bike. And she had to work on some things. Her stopping and starting at first gave her a lot of problems, but she worked on it really hard every day. Until we took her final exam, which was to ride down the driveway in front of our house and go on a 2-hour trip on the freeway. And since she passed with flying colors, one morning we got up before the sun and we headed out to Lewiston, Idaho. And by the time we got to Utah, she had already ridden in traffic, in the rain, in Las Vegas, on the freeway, and got her first taste of some twisties. And I think the first couple of days she was pretty nervous, so much so that she didn't really get to enjoy a lot of the scenery or take in some of the sights that I was enjoying, because she was just focused so much on her riding. But she continued to improve and got better all the time. This is her first roundabout. By the time we got up into central Utah, she was feeling a lot more comfortable and doing very, very well. She was handling rainstorms and construction zones and started to ease up a little and look around and tell me what a beautiful day it was and how nice the weather was, and oh, there's a fire scar, and look at all the bug kill, and all while making nice turns through a canyon. And a big test came when we went through Salt Lake on the freeway. Fortunately, we got there a little bit before rush hour, so it wasn't too bad. But by now she was feeling pretty good. She still didn't like being anywhere near an 18-wheeler, but who does? And got to the point where she was handling some pretty tough traffic. Took her time, took it easy, followed the advice that everyone gave her, not letting that crazy guy on the orange bike go too fast and convince her to take chances. But she still had moments. Anytime you're learning a new thing, it can be challenging to get everything right every time.
Okay. Hey. Here we go. Hey. The cars are coming first. Okay. Okay. Oh. Use your rear brake. Use your rear brake. Oh. Ah! I have kept the rear brake on too long. Okay, ready? Okay. Here we go. That was good.
So that by the time we got to Lewiston and we went on one of the group rides, she was right there with the bunch. And I think I can still see, and she could tell you that she'd had some room for improvement, but unless you paid pretty close attention to her, or you were some sort of a trained observer of motorcycle skill and efficiency, that she fit right in with the bunch. And if you watch this flyby of Miss Vicky and the folks on our group ride that day, you'll see that you really can't tell that she's been on a bike for less than a month at this point. She fits right in. And I think that's pretty cool.
Hey, filming. Good. Okay, try to return. Oh no, walk it. Up and down. Hey, you can go. Turn it back the other way. Pop a wheelie. Never turn back. Put out. Sit on the drive? What the hell is wrong with you? Just walking down the fucking bridge, minding their own business. These bikers go by and spit on you. It didn't work if you had a visor down. The traffic is bright.
On the way home, she kept improving, kept doing even better, having a lot of fun. This is with Eddie and Jeannie. When we came up, we went through Utah so we could go through a lot of back roads and kind of practice and see the country, see some real pretty country, and we went back down the coast. This is going down the Columbia River on the north side in Washington on Highway 14. And as you can see, she's pretty pro, handling everything that Oregon could throw at her.
Okay, what's in for Dallas? What's in Eugene? Yep. Yep, what's in Eugene?
Showing a lot of style, matching outfit, purple with her purple bike. And making all the moves. We got to see some really nice country. Some very nice roads for riding with a lot of nice scenery. We got to meet and ride with a lot of nice people along the way. Normally she waves to motorcycles, but not on a turn like that. She's hanging on pretty tight, which is cool, as she should. This is the little trail down to Heseda Head Lighthouse where we stayed. And this is the bridge. That's the lighthouse back on the left there. This is the bridge and tunnel just south of there. Real pretty part of the coast. And I think one of the highlights of the trip. Hey, thanks for watching. I wanted to share her progress. Like I said, I think it's pretty amazing to go from getting on your bike for the first time. She'd taken a motorcycle safety foundation course, and she'd ridden a bike earlier on when she was younger, but really she was pretty much starting from scratch. And like I say, within a month she pulled it off. Yeah, she tipped over a couple times and along the way, and scared herself once, but overall I think she did really, really well. I'm really proud of her, and I think she's pretty proud of herself for what she did. I know she had a hard time, and I just wanted to share this with everybody. If you know her, you know how special she is, and if you haven't met her, hope this video gives you some insight into what a remarkable girl she is.